Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So I'm still sick, unfortunately. However, I did want to get this video out and I got this new mic headset, if you will. Hopefully it sounds better than the previous one. I don't know how it'll sound. It might be worse quality or better quality, I don't know. So I put a little bit of Red Dead Redemption online yesterday, about 1 or 2 hours more than what I showed in my previous video, and I played some today. And the more I play, the more problems keep coming up that I have a gripe with. So firstly, the free roam. There are two currencies right now at the moment. There is in-game money, dollars, which you can earn by playing multiplayer, by doing missions, whatever, right? Looting. And then there's another currency, which is gold, which is earned the same way. However, it's earned at a reduced cost than that of real money. You could probably get like, in 1 hour, you could probably get like 10 gold, maybe. Not 10 gold, but like 10 cents worth of gold. While in money you could probably get like 20 or more, hopefully more, just by playing the game. And from what I hear, gold is a microtransaction, and it's just what I feared it would be, man. It's even worse than what I thought it was gonna be. So here's the thing: you can buy horses, you can buy guns for a certain amount of in-game money, right? $120, $200. But if you don't have that money, you can go ahead and buy it with gold. And some of these horses actually locked behind gold. So there is no way to get those horses unless you get gold. And it's like, what? And it's not like they're bad horses, actually. They have such a significant boost and speed and health compared to the other horses that you can buy with in-game money. And that's just what I feared, man. Like, we're using, if it's microtransaction money, is if gold becomes microtransactions, which it probably will, because according to the success of GTA 5 online, they made a lot of money from microtransactions. So it's just what I feared. And same thing with guns. While you're going and grinding for money to buy that $200 weapon that you want, somebody else can just use their gold to buy that weapon. I mean, take it, you still have to unlock it, obviously. But it just defeats the purpose of leveling up and getting the money if you can just buy it with gold, if it becomes a microtransaction. Right now, since it's a beta, there is no shop for microtransactions. It might come in at a later time. And, oh man, it just sucks, man, because like, even there's some items in certain shops that if you get to a certain level, you can unlock them and buy them. But if you have gold, you can go ahead and just buy them with the gold. And it just defeats the purpose, again, of grinding the game and leveling up. So that's my first issue there. And my other issue here is in free roam, is that sometimes there doesn't seem to be any like players in your session, but you look at your the player count and there's like 29 players, but you don't see anybody on the map. So what they did, they kind of split the map in pieces. And if you're close to somebody, you can see them. But if you're far away from them, you can't see them on a map. So sometimes you'll be in free roam and it just looks completely empty. And it just defeats the purpose of just roaming around and exploring if you can't find other players and kind of kill them. And there's also these missions. They're like free roam missions where you can escort like a wagon or pick up a bag of whatever, and you can have people like intercept your mission And it sucks because sometimes there'll be like 20 players in there or more, and you don't stand a chance against all those players. But it could be quite a bit of fun. But right now, as it stands, not a lot of people are doing them, and not a lot of people are intercepting them. In the time I've played, I've seen one person do it, and I intercepted one, and I've did one, and they're kind of boring actually. Just sit there or go to a certain point and deliver something. Actually, I don't think they're really worth it. I mean, they give you money, but that's pretty much it. There's also some character player model kind of like glitches. Sometimes your character will face out of existence, or while you're running, he'll just like kind of jump a little bit up and down, and it's just disorienting sometimes. Or you see like a boar or a deer, and they're like glitching in and out of existence, like going back and forth between spots. And I mean, it's a beta that can be fixed easily. It's not that bad actually. It's pretty rare when that comes up, but it's disorienting when it does. And there's in this game right now, it's kind of like the story game where there's just a bunch of customization, just like a bunch. But the problem is that everything costs something. Okay, so if you want to get 2 horses at a time, it's gonna cost you $100 just to get another stable. Whereas like in the story mode, you could have like 4 horses at a time at any point. But here you have to buy another one. It's just $100. And right now, like, earning money is kind of hard, man. They don't really give you that much in terms of like multiplayer and stuff. Even just a mission, story mission, can give you like $5 or less. And that's not much because some of these missions take like 10 minutes or more. And after like what, 30 minutes you have like $15. It's just that, really? $15, 30 minutes? Come on, it's gonna take a while. And right now it's just worth, like, you gotta grind out that money, because as soon as that microtransaction gold comes out, you're gonna be way behind. There's gonna be a lot of people just buying gold and buying all these horses and stuff. And that's one problem I have with the customization. My biggest gripe is that back in Red Dead Redemption 1 online, it was simple, right? Like, you could have a certain horse depending on your level, and if you prestige your character 5 times, and I think it was 5 times, and you got up to the max level, you could have this donkey that was painted like a zebra, which was the fastest thing ever. And it was funny and it was ridiculous. But here it's like way too realistic, right? Like all you have is just horses. Where, give me a bull, give me a zebra, I don't know, give me a lion. That'd be kind of nice. And I mean, they have the character customization, which is pretty nice. You can have your own playable character. Back in Red Dead Redemption Online, the first one, you had a set character throughout the whole thing, and depending on what you did or challenges that you completed, you unlocked different characters. And if you prestiged a bunch of times, you could have legendary characters like John Marston, Bonnie McFarlane, and all those, like, actual story characters. And the way it seems right here, you can't have that. It might be an option later on, but I'm not sure. So that's my biggest gripe about free roam and all that. Moving on to the multiplayer. So, brief summary, I played a bunch of games, and there is Battle Royale, right? But it's not Battle Royale like we've seen, like 99 players in one or whatever. The ones I've played, it's like 10 player max, and it's like you have throwing knives or bows, and that's all you have. Okay, you don't have anything else, and you have a certain amount of throwing knives or bow, and you have to kill the last players, and the area shrinks little by little until like one player is left standing and they win, right? My biggest problem with that is like they throw you in such a huge area, It's so big. There's mountains, there's forests, there's houses, and then like you can't find anybody. It's hard to find somebody. The only time you can see somebody is like when somebody like throws a throwing knife. You can kind of see like this red outline on your mini map, and that's it. But as it stands right now, I can't find anybody. And I mean, I played like once or twice, and I always got up to like the second person alive, like 1v1, because I couldn't find anybody. And it was just, they're big. Also, there's some modes missing back from like Red Dead Redemption Online, the first one. They had like, it was kind of like capture the bag. Like a bag would spawn in the middle of the map, and you grab that bag and you have to take it to your spawn point to score some points. And that was a pretty fun one. That was, I think, the only one I kind of played, right? And they had this kind of like a team deathmatch thing, where as you start off, you have a showdown with the opposing team, and you can just like shoot them in the face real quick, or they can shoot you in the face real quick, and that's how it starts. And I thought that was pretty cool back in the day. But now it's just like you start and you spawn in a random map with like so much verticality, by the way, and you can spawn in front or behind an enemy team, and I can just shoot them in the head. And that's pretty unfair. That's one thing I don't like, is that some of these modes have so many players and their spawn points are just so bad. Sometimes you have like, there's this mode, domination mode sort of, and you'll have two opposing gangs spawning right next to each other really close, so it should turns into a shooting fest between them while the other two gangs are trying to capture the points. And man, it's just, I don't know, it defeats the purpose of the game. You're supposed to dominate the areas, not shoot each other out like that. And then things like team deathmatch, they're there. There's like 3 teams, right? It goes against each other. But that's what I don't like, because you can have somebody spawn in front of you and you try to kill them, and then somebody else steal your kill and they kill you, or you're trying to kill somebody and somebody shoots you from behind because they spawned behind you. And this happens a lot, man. And I don't know why, but every single time I play one of these modes, I can't find anybody. Like, literally not anybody, until somebody shoots me from the back from like God knows where. And they have this other mode, which is, it's called Most Wanted, which is like the more people you kill, the higher on the leaderboards you go, and you get a bounty on your head, and when that person, another person kills you, they get those points added to their score. And again, here's the same problem as the Battle Royale mode, is that these maps are too big. They throw you into a forest and they let you go wild, and again, I can't find anybody, right? Like, and until somebody shoots you from behind again. It's just like these modes, these maps are just so big compared to like Red Dead Redemption Online, the first one, where they throw you into like a tight map, the McFarlane Ranch, Blackwater, man, you name it, and it's just guns ho away. It's just craziness. But these maps are just too big now, and there's so much verticality, and that's the problem, that like the verticality, to those people that are coming in that are new to the Red Dead Redemption Online, and they're like, I want to have some fun, but then you have those veterans that know the map by heart, and they'll go up and camp like 3 stories up the bank, and you can't kill them because they're just sniping you where you spawn, and the only way to get up there is like one ladder, and you can camp that ladder, and they just kill you. And that's a few problems that I had while I was playing. Like, there were so many people camping up on the buildings where you can only have one way to get up there, and every single time somebody tried to kill them, they will die trying, because again, one ladder, and he can just camp that ladder. And I mean, it's a bit clunky, man. The spawn points, it's a bit laggy, right? I mean, it's a beta, they can fix this, all of that. It's still a lot of fun, okay? I'll give you that. It's still worth playing this game. I just hope it just doesn't become one of those things where you spend so many hours playing and you still can't buy that horse that you want or that gun that you want, so you resort to buying microtransactions and adding gold to your inventory so you can buy that gun. That's one thing I didn't like about GTA 5 Online, is that no matter how much you played, you just didn't seem to get enough money. So you had to resort to buying microtransactions, these shark cards, in order to add money to your inventory, because you got tired of it. You got tired of playing. And also there's this one thing where if you're coming into this game, you should know that your ammo is used throughout all the modes. So you're in free roam, you use your ammo, you waste it. Okay, you go play multiplayer, you use your ammo, and the free roam ammo carries on to the multiplayer. Okay, so if you run out of ammo in multiplayer, you run out of ammo in free roam. And I mean, you can earn that money pretty back. You can earn that money quickly. Just like 1 or 2 games of multiplayer, you can buy all your ammo again. It's like $8 to fill your whole ammo. Okay, it's not that bad. But to summarize everything, I just hope this game doesn't become like too microtransaction-y. I can't think of the word right now. That's what I'm going with. And I just hope they add some of the old modes that they had back in RDR2. And I mean, if you have it, go ahead and play it. It's still fun. I recommend you play it with friends, because I don't know, it just seems like there's so much. The map is too big, and if you want to fast travel, it's gonna cost you money, okay? And in the beginning, you don't have that money. You're gonna spend like 10-15 minutes just roaming around in your horse trying to get that objective. You can go ahead and pay up, and then depending how far it is, it could be up to like $15 just to fast travel to a certain point. Well, anyway, and I know it was a long video, and I'm sorry for the rant, but that's all I wanted to say for now. Again, still fun. Still I'm gonna play it, though I don't know how much, because I feel like I'm gonna get tired of it, just trying to grind some money, and eventually I'm just gonna give up and go to something else. Well, anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.